exclusive. Yeah, it was kind of like a 5 hour. It was called Street Kings. That was from 50 Cent. But yeah, Vitamin Water was talking about the remember the Reebok deal?
Mm-hmm.
Reebok jeans, Junior Apparel.
Was that like a $500 million deal, something like that? 300 mil?
You talking about the Vitamin?
No, the Reebok.
I don't know.
I remember that. I just know people crazy amount. I'm not gonna look it up, but it was a crazy amount. Oh.
Yeah. And then what else we got? I remember the Andy Drake one with that. I never drink. So I was just like, oh, he has a commercial for that. But I was still sticking to some regular stuff. I was drinking, but outside of that, he's a marketing genius. He also was well known for kind of having the TV show Power and everything that kind of followed through from that TV show. Very awesome show.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get enough of that show. It's a pretty nice show.
I mean to agree with you. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I saw the first episode, and I just didn't get into it. Again,
what was the first episode?
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing bad about it. I just never got back to it. Let me say that. Not into it. I just never got back to it.
No, it's all right. You probably circle back to it at some point. You're a busy person.
Thank you for hey. I am a very busy person.
Exactly.
That was the biggest cop out.
We're just adding that baby sometimes. That was the last one to get here. Yo.
Did you watch Power?
I'm not even going. I didn't even watch the first episode.
It's not even that Netflix, bro.
It's on the list.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the list.
It's not pressure you to watch all the seasons. Whenever you have the time. Whenever you have this. Anything else you want to cover?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Did we finish the Illmatic and Reasonable Doubt?
I think we did. But I think you only got to hear what I got to hear about Illmatic and Reasonable Doubt. Illmatic in comparison to Reasonable Doubt. How do you feel about those two particular albums? Do you feel like one album is better than the other? Do you feel like they have they stand where they stand and there's no point in comparing at that point? Like, how do you feel?
To an extent, yeah, I feel like they stand where they stand. I know, it was only a couple of years apart, but there were, it's just a lot of different things going on in both times. I think Jay did a really good job, though. That's where I'm going to disagree a little bit with you. I mean, I like Illmatic. I thought Reasonable Doubt was better than Illmatic, personally. I'm not going to crucify Illmatic. I thought it was a dope record, dope album. I just feel like, Jay had a little bit more time to prep and release, and I think he did a really good job with what he had. But even still, like trying to compare them, I mean, they're two totally separate things. And they both paved the way. So, I mean, I can't really say one is necessarily better.
You know the year difference? What was it? Nas was 90.
A couple of years, I think. Well, no, 94, I think, and Jay was...
I can look it up right now.
Jay was summer 90.
96, and then...
Like a couple years apart.
Double check over.
I want to say
94. 94. So we have... but then here's why Illmatic is very important. That album, prior to that, you just have a DJ and a producer. I mean, a DJ as a producer. Kind of like Eric B. Martin, yeah. And then, where you have Eric B. Martin also. However, when you have Illmatic, you have Nas, and then he's working with superstar producers. Mm-hmm. Nobody followed that trend until he had that album come out. And because of how well regarded and how highly rated that album was, everybody wanted to follow the trend. Reasonable Doubt followed that as well. And even Jay said himself, he said these tracks are like Tim and me, because he also worked with other producers that worked with what he was trying to bring to the table, and it was fit seamlessly. But that's another reason why Illmatic was very influential. And everybody wants to work with a specific producer to try to get the specific song and add it to their album. And we're not just talking about numbers, but if you want to have high quality music, you're gonna run into the high quality producers.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, tough.
But other than influencing people to use different producers, he influenced the whole genre, right? Everybody sound like Nas. Eminem came out, sound like Nas. You know what I mean? So right there shows you the status that Illmatic came with, you know what I mean? He came. And how Nas just came to the game and just Yeah.
That's a good point too. But also, when you're talking about how you had the whole shift in the industry, nobody mentioned Eminem. I mean, that's a big shift too. Just you have somebody that's not like everybody else, right? That's now extremely marketable because even if you don't think he belongs or he raps on some shit you don't think he knows about, you still want to listen. I think that was also a big shift in these.
You do bring up a good point. And we're just so cool. Like he's a master of the game. Like he's not Vanilla Ice. You know what I mean? Like he's like M is a master of the game. So I feel like the artists who knew him, they knew that right. Made sense. And it wasn't a big deal.
He was co-signed by a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
No, so I feel like that's why that shift inside the industry wasn't a major thing.
Maybe not.
I'd say influential. Yeah. Oh no. Everybody else listening to him. So. And he brought a whole new groove to hip hop.
So pretty much.
Here I am.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. All right. So I didn't just talk about Illmatic and Reasonable Doubt.
And you just
You're right. Tell me.
Yo, forget.
That's because you said Nas was a big influence. So Eminem has a album called Infinite. So Infinite was his first step forward before he developed this sort of shady song. A lot of people said that he sounded like AZ and Nas. He sounded like AZ and Nas. Again, when it comes to hip hop and music, you have to be that lyrically. You have to, it wasn't like gimmicky or nothing. It was strong lyrics, strong punchlines, great flow, great metaphors, and that Infinite album, very spirit. As well. However, when he presented that out, that didn't work to him. It didn't work for him at all. And a bunch of they didn't matter to him. So he developed his own style. Kind of was more into his craft, and that worked for him. Eminem and the artists, they did the forth a lot of other white rappers to be considered. Yeah, because as you mentioned before, the Vanilla Ice. I personally think a lot of people was jealous that he was kind of went to like superstar immediately. He wasn't really co-signed by others. At the end of the day, he was a fan of hip hop music. So how that played out today, I don't know if he like using the same after that because he kind of had a background. At the same time, he wasn't a fan of music. That Ice Baby record, he was a 16-year-old kid with a rap.
Yeah.
He got famous. The whole gimmicky stuff, all that extra stuff, I can understand. But like Big Daddy singing was dancing on the stages as well. That could have been an influence of his. But I maybe speaking something I don't know of.
Kid and play. I'm not sure
Exactly.
what came first actually, but kid and play, big dancers.
Exactly.
That's just I'm not saying like criticizing Vanilla Ice because dance or look a certain way or anything like that. But I'm saying he was the first, like the real first rapper, like white rapper to make noise.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and we got he was mad about that too.
Yeah. Because listen, we still have what MC Search. MC Search, another white rapper. On point, like.
That's right. There's cosign and everything.
Exactly. M came with his style, which no one was.
Yeah.
His style was his own. And that's when he really grew up. Because no one was talking about killing people as far as like taking that throat out, taking a bullet, putting it through you, like
Chains.
yeah, chainsaws, all that stuff.
No one was writing much.
Yeah. Maybe Scarface.
Hey,
Maybe Scarface.
maybe. Yeah, he might have.
No, but again, M, no, respect to M. He's one of my favorite. He's definitely top 5.
Yeah, these artists that we mentioned, Jay, Nas, Eminem, these guys are like, in like above all these stats.
Yeah.
Legendary status. You can tell they're still releasing music. What we get from the J album? Maybe.
No, man.
the last you heard of Jay was on the Jay Electronica album, and he was on half of that album. All those songs were good. Everything Jay had to say was great. But that's Eminem stuff. These guys are like legendary styles, right? You know, as in the beginning, Illmatic. I remember this without it. They still make music. It's it's a guy in time.
Yeah, God bless. Yes, for sure. Now, and I think this kind of incorporates everything. The reason why we talk about this era of music is because I got told you before. The code that it brought. Like you have to have like no ghostwriting, right? You have to have a certain style. You have to be that next person. Where prior to that, you had the competitive style for sure, but I know Ken plays to ghostwrite for each other. Would that count?
They collaborate.
Yeah,
I mean,
they will collaborate.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, so it's different than ghostwriting.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah. Will Smith. Ghost.
You saying he had a ghostwriter in certain situations?
Nas did get jiggy with it.
Yeah, so Nas. I mean, they asked Nas, and Nas was just like, I just don't look like I'm writing some. He didn't direct some work. I get it.
With the big wing, huh? You think Will Smith's gonna do? He's gonna write. I just bought the cigar. I don't light it. That's a Nas. Like Nas is smooth.
Right there.
Yeah, right. That was that pinpoint that. Yeah. Nah, man. But again, I think it's really gotten out of hand with the ghostwriting. And again, this is not today's music is not really say our cup of tea in a sense. There's some good things out there, which again we're getting more into reviewing like newer albums as well. So we're not gonna stick with the older albums.
Yeah.
We're gonna mix it up. But as of right now, we're saying a couple of old ones, couple of classics. But we're gonna get into the new bag soon.
We want to cover our classics that we grew up listening to.
Yeah.
We kind of touch the more albums. As far as where hip hop is, I think hip hop is in a really interesting space. And the reason why I think it's an interesting space is because from that point, there's a lot of eras. There's a lot of eras, and you have the drill era that was recent.
That's still going on.
Those,
I feel like it's still going on.
those are some good records that we listen to when we hear that's on the airwaves and such. I think as far as our originality, it's going to be really hard to pinpoint originality for the reason that it's kind of hip hop is a superstar in the sport right now.
Yeah.
And it's more about how much attention you get it, and it's been like that back then, but it's like that right now. And in addition to that, I really think that because of how it's kind of harder to get on the radio, the more original artists are not getting that attention. So the more streamed artists, it wasn't sound the same.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a lot of other platforms that those artists can be noticed on now. So it's not all just about, radio play. In fact, I mean, do we even listen to the radio much anymore? I don't. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Right.
However, I mean, on the old shit that I got this new shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's when I guess the industry really hit me in the face. My uncle has a freedom, right? The cat at Def Jam. I forgot the other what he works at Def Jam, whatever. So we're talking, and he's like, "All right, yeah, what's your fan base?" Mine never like handful of fans, right? So I'm like, I've got a few people, like no one around here, but that's it. He's like, "All right, you need that fan base. Like, bring your fan base, and." Bring your fan base, and then we could talk. And then after bring your fan base, we want to make sure you can produce. We want to make sure you could ghostwrite. We want to make sure he's in all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, my whole thing. This is when I really like. It's right before Orlando trip too. Well, my whole thing is, at this point, I saw the industry for what it was, right? And back in the day, you did not have a fan base. He was known.
Just so you think Nas had affected.
Like back, like when you first started.
He was co-signed, and that kind of brought attention to other people's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't hurt, you know. One thing I didn't realize is, in order to build your fan base, you gotta like perform and stuff like that. If the music sounds good, you find an artist, go on tour, you open for it. That's how the industry would build the fan base. But you know, from what I heard, artist development is no longer there anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
More than on already.
And once you bring them,
They're not spending money on music videos like it was in the 90s and 2000s. I mean, don't get me wrong, when you catch quality work music videos, are you actually making a return on your investment?
Right, definitely. But I said all that to say to this point where now it's easier for artists to be independent. They just should be independent for the most part. That's why I broke. I'm not being. That's why I broke the whole thing up. Yeah, like that. Like right now, it's the best time to be an independent artist.
Yeah.
Simple and plain.
100%. Yes.
A lot of platforms out there. Absolutely.
I like how we just keep on segueing. Remote, judge. That thing had like 1,000-yard stare. He's waiting for it. You know what? All right. In I guess in episode 1 fashion, we talked about dating apps, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's great. You brought up a question recently. What is it?
So in our previous episode, we covered dating apps. And Andrew and Citron were pretty much just, diving in and just explaining, a little bit of their experience when swiping right. And they don't understand why a couple profiles have pictures.
Oh, we understand, right? We understand. No, I guess we came to the conclusion.
We know why. We find it out. We know why.
Yeah. And as far as like relationships, part of me always thought like, what qualifies as what's acceptable when somebody's on a break with somebody? So I'm like, yeah, would you guys say, hey, if you're on a break with somebody, would that count as a breakup? Would that count as, I need some time? Would that open the door of seeing other people between that break? What do you guys think?
It's a really good question.
It's a really good question.
I'm gonna let you take it first, but it's a really good question.
It is.
He's like, your relationship, man, it could go to shit really quick, man.
Well, I think first question is, why did the break happen? Right? Because let's say she cheated on me or something like that. I'm like, no, we're just breaking up. I'm not going to do the break. Or I'm not playing the game as we're used to, right? I'm about to play the game as, yeah, we just take a break and then we'll get with 1, 2, and 3. But
Open invitation.
exactly,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's at the point that we're doing the break, then I think that it might just be done. I get taking a break from each other from some time, but it's less of less of a breakup, and less of a break because something's wrong with the relationship. But sometimes you need that individual. Like you can't forget who you are, right? She needs her time. You need your time. That's how I feel. In a regular circumstance, just want a break. I'm probably gonna be talking to people. Yeah, if we're doing that, then what's the point?
That's fair enough.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that to an extent. I mean, 10 years ago, being on a break would have been fantastic. You know what I mean? Like, word, I don't have to chill with you. So whatever. And I mean, I've done it a few times. I'm not saying it like necessarily opened the door, but it was more like, so now I don't know what I'm doing tonight, but it's not going to be with you, So now I can kind of open that door. I can go out, I can meet other people, whatever, it's fine. But flash forward now, like where I'm at now, if I was in a relationship and my significant other was like, hey, I think we need to break, I'd be like, all right, then that's it. That's done.
Yeah.
Like, what are we going on break for? At this point,
We're you know what I mean? We're too old to be doing that. Those type of
Right.
games.
It's like we need a break from each other, but we're old enough where we're kind of dating with intention, maybe a little bit more,
Yeah.
you know.
And
So
then,
like, you need a break from me, then this shit ain't gonna work, you know.
The question is like, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Well, why do you want to break? Because I know I'm not gonna say I want to break.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's
So
really.
this sounds like, if I'm following this correctly, that when you say, or when it's brought up that somebody brings up that they need a break, they're just trying to hang out with friends. It sounds like that would never be brought up if, the relationship started with them just making time for their friends. They also making time for their relationship and finding out balance.
Not necessarily friends, but I mean, like, who do you want to hang out with? Like, oh, you need a break from me. Well, what are you doing instead? That's just like you said.
Why can't you hang out with your friends when we're together? Why do we need a break?
Right. Well, right. Why we gotta be on a break? You're like, just hey, I can't see you tonight. I'm going out with the girls, or I'm going out to go see my friends. All right, that's cool. Fine, I'll do whatever.
Would you let your girl go on a girls trip? No.
No, you know what? No.
I'm the only one that says just
No. Like, you don't mean that.
I do.
Wait till
I do, bro.
I would say,
wait till you wait.
like, so that's the whole thing, right? Like, if I'm in a relationship where like things are good, like this is what it is, you know what I mean? Like, I trust you, we in a good place. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? But like, have I been in one of those yet? It's hard to say, I don't know. I think if you're in a really good place, you're really secure about your relationship, I think that it's good for each one to kind of do their own thing once in a while, within moderation.
Yeah, no,
Just like,
100%.
I don't want her to say no to me because fuck it, I'm going anyway. I don't give a fuck. So,
We have to be on that break.
but no, I mean, I think in a a specific setting, you have to be confident. I think those people that get upset at things like that are not confident. Things may kind of be falling off the rails already. It's kind of like a reflective type of question for yourself, because I'm not in a relationship and you ask that question, what's my immediate thought? Yeah, absolutely not. But I think it's because, you're not in it, you're not seeing the security, you're not feeling a certain kind of way, yeah. So no, I think the older you get, the more secure you get. I think things are a little bit different. Yeah.
Do you think you just get to an age you're just like, fuck it?
Say again?
You're just like, fuck it. Like, do what you're going to do.
Yeah, bro, life is hard sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, yeah. Yeah, bro, like I can't be watching you. It's not my job to watch you.
You're going to watch?
What I mean?
That's not what I mean.
No, I know exactly. This is exactly why people can actually go on break. It's like, listen, we got to find time for ourselves and then connect to say how our day was, make time. I think people who, first of all, I think it's from a level of like insecurity and immaturity. Because if you find time for yourself, you can find time for your significant other,
Person you love.
and the person you love. And if wrapping everything around that person probably is not in your best interest, because you got to find yourself stressing out at the end of the day. On another note, I think if somebody wants to call for a break, if they're considering seeing themselves without me, if they're considering seeing their life without me, it sounds like this relationship might have run its course. That's just my perspective. Yeah. So me personally, if I wouldn't say I need a break, because at the end of the day, you can make time for your friends, you can make time for yourself, you can make time to do other things. But from what I hear, a break sounds like it should be very good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, for sure.
Agree.
For sure.
I can say that. Not just a woman. I don't want.
Let me preface this like by a lot.
Yeah. I want to generalize. That's what I'm saying. I don't.
I'm gonna preface that.
I'm not trying to. She didn't have to.
They definitely didn't do it this way.
I'll be like, yeah, fuck. No,
Pinocchio is strapped. I'm not saying I did not, but let's say hypothetically speaking.
I did not do that for the kind of hurt. Yeah.
So no, I don't want to generalize, right? So I would point out a specific gender, right? But anybody's gonna do what they're gonna do, right? Like you go to phones, you could monitor them, whatever they're gonna do.
I think it's a red flag already.
That's a major red flag. No, if you don't deny someone, you might as well just start getting out. Like that's the yo, like
I feel like you should be looking at it as I'm escorting her to the door, like seeing you happy.
exactly. Showing a text message. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's from mom. You know
What you were looking for?
exactly. Like what you doing? So no,
If I pull out my other phone, no.
you changed the name of hard, bro. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mate.
And that's a lie, but I'm stuck.
No, but yeah, like they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do, right? So I always say like, no, don't stress about it, right? Don't stress. If you feel like your other person is stepping out on you, address them, and if they are, they're probably gonna lie about it. So if you really feel like that,
But that's a good point too. A lot of that I think too is communication.
oh, communication is the number one thing.
That's exactly.
You just say they're probably gonna lie about it. Still,
No, what communication?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm saying communication in a relationship. This is the number one factor. Forget about cheating.
If they're asking for the break already, chances are they've already been lying. I mean, let's be real about it.
I mean,
And again, I can't be watching you all the time. I don't want to be that. Like, I don't condone any of that stuff. But like, never find out. And find out. Just like if she never find out, I never find out. I mean, like I said, life is hard.
Also, what you said, they're asking for the break. Just to add to that, they probably were thinking about it twice.
What? Probably already been that. I mean, let's be real, Jeff.
they thought about breaking up.
Yeah.
They thought about breaking up, and they're like, "We're going to break." For what? For you to have your time and come back to say,
Oh, I was wrong.
"It's not." Oh, I have to say the other way.
Well, it could be that too.
Tell me either way.
All the options like that way.
It's like Dr. Strange.
The possibility. So that's how some people probably think about this. If I leave him, what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
Leaves him, what's gonna happen? Think of all the possibilities. You don't need to be Dr. Strange to think of all the outcomes.
no facts.
And a lot of unknown in that too, depending on how long they're together.
That's true, man.
There,
There's a lot of people.
there's a lot of facts.
Like a year?
When do you think it's reasonable? Not reasonable for a break, though. Like, I know we said
Like what constitutes a break?
no. What's like a reasonable time, like for
Like
having something?
Reasonable time.
Yeah.
Like if you've been thinking about it
If I'm talking to a chick for like a week, and she's like, "We need a break." I'm like, "No."
For a week?
Yeah, I'm saying hanging out, but that's it. It's done.
when you're saying that,
If it's
no break.
you know,
You need me for 3 more
we're
weeks.
staying with me. Yo. I got a dinner date. You know?
I made a reservation. You know what, Ben? I made a reservation. I lost.
Yeah.
Oh. So what you're asking is, as far as the timeline, at what point when you're thinking about it would be the best opportunity to say it? Because you said timeline.
Yes.
I mean,
I will rephrase. I'll rephrase. What? Like, how long would you have to be with a girl for her to even ask that from you? Like, we break.
Oh, like how long would I have to be with her before she was actually tired of being around? That's a good question.
that's a good question. I think it really varies.
Because that's
Somebody might be with somebody. Sorry, that's good.
no.
Somebody might be with somebody for 6 months and be like, somebody might be with somebody for a year and 6 months and be like, I think we get back. So I think there's no specific point in a really. I think it's the point where you think about not being with them. I think it's at that point, and that may come sooner, and it may come later. But relationships, you got to work at it. So somebody might be at a situation where they kind of like giving up working with somebody, which is kind of sucks. Nobody wants to be dumped or whatever, but I don't think there's a specific time frame or a specific moment where they're like, oh, this is the, let's take a break. Let's take a break here.
So can we say 6 months is the marking point, seems like?
I mean, I don't know if we can say that, can we?
I mean, I don't think it. Okay, so what happens at 4.5 months? What happens?
4.5 months. You better not even consider it.
What about 5 months?
5 months. I'm getting tired of you. Like,
What?
you get tired of me.
Because everybody's different. And
Yeah, no, it's not different. Again, this is just these are ideas and we're just shooting around.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'd have to say, yeah, she's looking for a break. It's already.
It's done. Yeah, we agree on that.
And if we're looking for a break, we might not be open.
Oh, all right. On that note, that includes episode 2. We gotta tell. Yeah, that's one. That's one. How did we get here? I like it though. The segue.
We got here because we were talking about dating apps, and then we
I'm talking about dating apps episode.
hit on relationships. That's what we're talking about. I think it works.
Yeah,
I think it works.
I mean, fair.
Sister involvement? Oh my goodness, man.
I'm just going to keep referencing episode 1.
I think episode 1 is like that staple, and that's gonna be the only one out on YouTube. So, anyway.
I thought just the audio part was coming out.
Oh yeah. Okay. Other than the audio parts, so you can have a picture of us just looking at me just like this.
The lost tapes.
The lost.
Episode 1, the lost episode.
The lost. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that's a wrap. That's episode 2. The regime report.
Regime report.
The regime report, episode 2, signing off.